Hey, good morning. Welcome to Morning Coffee with Sandy. Look at this. You can really tell it's been a long week, can't you? I figure we can stretch out this season as long as possible, and it's not even New Year's yet. So, love is the reason for this season. So, be nice, please. My word art makes me happy. I hope it makes you happy. So, what's going on today? Well, let's see. First of all, this is cool because this leads right into it for me. It's card playing day. Card playing day, National Card Playing Day. My sweetie and I just started playing cribbage like on a regular basis. I got to tell you, this is a game that for some reason has been in my life for years and years and years and years and years. In fact, back in the days before I even had children, did I have children? I don't think so. My husband and I used to play cribbage with my best friend in the entire world, Bobby, and her husband, Jim. Nope, we played with Bobby and Neil. That's how long ago it was. We played with Bobby and Neil. So, John, if you're listening, I'm talking about your mom. We played cribbage like 4 nights a week. Seriously. Here's the thing. I lived in a small town. There wasn't a lot to do. We were 4 LA people who were like used to the action and the nightlife. And we lived in this little town where there wasn't any of that stuff. It was a beautiful little town. There was a bank and a church on pretty much every corner. Should tell you a little bit about it. But there was nothing to do in the evening. So we played cribbage every night and we played for money, but we didn't win from each other. We put it in a pushki. A pushki is like a pot every night. And then when we'd get like a couple $100 together, which didn't take that long when you were playing, a few times a week, we would go on a little mini vacation, the 4 of us. It was so much fun. Once we went to an X-rated hotel. I'd never been to anything like that before. Woo, that was a story in itself. And what was funny is we had adjoining rooms, and instead of taking full advantage of the situation, we were knocking on the doors and talking from room to room. Did you see this? Did you see that? It was pretty hilarious. It was also very cheesy, but it was certainly a memory. And followed, I might add, by the next morning, an absolutely magnificent brunch on the water, which was actually the highlight of the whole entire event, although the X-rated motel was really kind of fun. Okay, moving along. It is Monday. Doesn't it seem like it was just Monday? Does it seem like we're having a whole week of Mondays? Oh, unless, of course, you love Mondays, and a lot of people do. So anyway, I was sitting and playing cribbage last night. I forgot I was telling you a story. I was sitting and playing cribbage last night, and my phone rings, and I see on the banner that it's Bella Villaggio, which is the home where my mother lives. And my first thought was, oh no. And then I realized it's a messenger video call. Well, that's not bad news. That's the portal calling. So I go zooming into where the portal is, and it's one of my mother's caregivers sitting next to my mother, who is once again up in a chair with oxygen. And she said, I'm just about to put your mother to sleep, and I thought maybe you'd like to say goodnight. I can't tell you. It was one of those joyful surprise moments. Like, you've been chosen queen for a day. I don't know. What's like the happiest surprise you've ever had? That's what it felt like. I jumped up and ran to the portal and sat there and, okay, she can't talk. She can't, she doesn't know who I am. She doesn't talk. But this morning I wrote, I've learned a lot during this pandemic. And the main thing that I've learned is appreciation and gratitude for those little things that we take for granted. And how you know you're taking them for granted is just look around you. If whatever it was or whatever is happening didn't happen or you didn't have it, how would you feel about it? I know, for instance, that I don't think I put full value or appreciation on just a little smile from my mother. Everybody's smiles are awesome, but her smiles, those dimples of hers, they get me. And I also sang to my mother last night. And even in the condition she's in, I could see her occasionally do this. And I remember that one of my happiest mental pictures is of my mother, but also of her mother before her doing this when they hear music. The shoulders are the first thing to go, you know? The shoulders start moving. And I'm singing songs to my mother, who is completely lost in space. And all of a sudden, I see her chair move like this. It's a rocking chair. I see her chair move, and then I see that just a couple of times. It was awesome. Start looking for those kinds of things in your life, because those are the kinds of things that you're going to remember when they don't exist anymore. Maybe it's that smell of the coffee as it comes up to your lips and your nose goes into the cup. Good morning, Ginny. Good morning, Opa. Oh, who am I telling about appreciation and gratitude, huh, Ginny? Opa, two of the most gratitude-filled people I know. Lovely to have you here. I notice a lot of little things this morning. Little things like the way things feel and the way things smell, and how you can walk with a glide in your step. How my sweetheart's head feels when I say good morning and touch his hair. Those are the kinds of things that are going to stick with you forever. Those are the little things that remind you about love. And love is the reason for the season. Woohoo! It's also National Short Film Day. I have to be honest, I've never been a big fan of short films or short stories, even O. Henry's. I like something that engages me and keeps me hanging in there, but to each his own. So Opa said she came in a little late, and how is Fritzy? Fritzy is absolutely no different. But I did get to FaceTime with her on the portal last night for about 5 minutes or so, and it was absolutely delightful. It was absolutely delightful. She's hanging in there, you know. The good news is she's peaceful. She's comfortable. I can't say she's happy. I don't know what's going on inside her head, and I have to assume that there's still plenty going on in there. Which actually brings up the next thing. I've been hearing from a lot of old friends and relatives, and it's almost been like a family friend reunion, you know, around my mother being on her deathbed. And what's happening is each time I talk to someone that I haven't spoken to in a while, I see you better with my glasses on. What I'm finding out is that I'm not alone in this, and I know you know that. It seems like every time I talk to someone, I get information about someone whose father or brother or sister or cousin or child or parent is either dying or dead or in the hospital or suffering in some way. Don't let this be acceptable. Don't write this off as, well, a lot of people are getting it. A lot of people are dying. Everyone matters. Every single one matters. It's so easy for us to just say, well, okay, we can't do anything about it. I mean, it's all around us. It's, inevitable that all of the people we know are going to get it. No, it's not. It's not. Wear your mask, social distance. Yes, it is the season of love. But if you really believe that, stay away so that next year maybe we can be together through this. But don't start accepting things as, I'll give you a perfect example. I think I shared this with you before, but it's worth sharing again. I used to wake up in the morning back in the days when the newspaper was delivered to the door. Remember those days? Oh, I miss those days. And I would read certain parts of the newspaper right away. About the second or third thing I would get to would be the obits. I know it sounds weird, but my father-in-law from years ago, who was also my best friend, Fred, used to say he got up in the morning and he checked the obituaries. And if his name wasn't there, he got dressed and went out. So that was kind of a joke. We would read the obituaries and share what we read in the obituaries. Because sometimes there were some amazing life stories in there, seriously. And sometimes I'd see the name of a parent or grandparent of someone I knew, and I'd be able to, call and say, hey, I'm really sorry for your loss. So why am I telling you about obituaries? Boy, I'm falling short today for sure. Oh, I remember now. If you're my age, you're allowed to just lose your track for just a minute or two. Have a cup of coffee, it'll wake you back up. So when I read the obituaries, I'm a little embarrassed to admit to you that if the person who died was at least 60 years old, that was my guideline. If they were at least 60 years old, my attitude was, well, they had a good life. It's not like they weren't here hanging out and enjoying themselves and they have a history, and it's okay if they go because look, they were 60 years old. Can I tell you something? That's what I'm talking about. Don't make it okay. You don't have to go when you're 60 or 70 or 80 or 90 or 100 for that matter. If you're living a good life, keep living that good life. And don't accept the fact that, oh, well, everyone's going. My pop did that. Oh, read the obits. Yeah. He still gets it. Ginny's husband still gets a paper delivered. I didn't even know they still delivered them. Well, maybe I did. I think I actually canceled my LA Times because they were delivering them to my garage instead of my front door. I'm sorry, do you get up in the morning and open your garage? I don't. So I wasn't getting my paper. Anyway, that's enough of that story. Oh, can you see behind me? Let me see if I can show you that. See that? Yeah, that's where the dishwasher belongs. Life wasn't irritating enough right now. If you remember my Home Depot saga, I ordered a dishwasher in October because the dishwasher we had was broken. I thought that would make a great birthday present for me. So I ordered it about 2 weeks before my birthday so I would get it in time for my birthday. Well, it got back ordered. And then it got back ordered again. And then again. When they finally delivered it, I believe right after Thanksgiving, I forget, maybe before, they delivered a broken dishwasher. Or they didn't hook it up right. I don't know what. So I called and complained. I am so giving you the short version of this. And they've come 3 times now to pick up the old dishwasher. The third time, a couple of days ago, they showed up with the new dishwasher, which was an upgraded version because I knew that if I got the same one I ordered to begin with, I'd have to wait until February. So I said, okay, if I order that same dishwasher, but with this and this in it, Will it come sooner? Yes, we have that one. I said, okay, it's not that much more money. Send me that one. So it came out. The guys came out to put it in. It didn't fit. It was a different size than the original one. But instead of just saying, hey, screw up, we've got the wrong size here, the guy goes like this, bam, to try and shove it in the space and cracks all the tile at the top of where the dishwasher goes. So not only did it not fit, but he broke our countertop on top of it. And now we have this big gaping hole again, and I don't know what we're supposed to do. I'm going to talk to them later. So we'll see what happens. I will keep you abreast of the saga of Home Depot. Now I'm really nervous because I also ordered a refrigerator, and I wonder if we'll ever get that. Oh, well, that's the saga. What else? It's Pledge of Allegiance Day. Do you remember when you were a kid and you couldn't really get the words right, but you said it anyway? I wish I could remember what I used to say instead of the actual pledge. Do kids still do that in the morning at school? I know some of you are teachers. Do you start the day with the Pledge of Allegiance? It sounds kind of 1950s, doesn't it? But we could sure use some pulling together of our country that way. I don't know. Teachers, I want to know, do kids still start the day with the Pledge of Allegiance? That's my question of the day. Okay, now I will share with you what you've been waiting for. It is Chocolate Candy Day. Yes, yes, yes. For those of you who are into chocolate, I, as you know, am not one of them. It is Chocolate Candy Day. You are free to chocolatize to your delight, okay? That's it. You can have it for breakfast, for lunch, for dinner, because today is Chocolate Candy Day. It's the day you've been waiting for. Go for it. It is also, I understand, Fruitcake Day. That's what I heard. My sweetie sent me a meme from Sandra Boynton. You remember her? She did all the cartoons of the elephants and the lambs. Happy Bird Day to, and then ewes, and she did 2 sheep. Anyway, she's really good. And she did Fruit and Nut Day, and I responded with, I am the nut in the fruit nut cake. There you go. So if you like fruit nut cake, Ginny says yummy, so I guess that's somebody. Or maybe she's still referring to the chocolate. I'm not sure which. Can you have chocolate in a fruit nut cake? I don't know. I don't like those green and red cherry things and stuff in the cake. I won't eat it because it just doesn't look right to me. Okay. I got a cashmere scarf for Christmas. Did I tell you that? I wore it for tennis all day. It was awesome. Cashmere is so cool. And now they have cashmere cotton mix, so you can actually wash your cashmere. I got cashmere socks and a cashmere scarf, and I was warm and toasty. But I am in Southern California in the desert, so by mid-afternoon, it's way too hot for that kind of stuff. All right. It's going to be another good day. I feel it. I just do. But it's going to be a good day because I said so, and it won't depend on the circumstances. Try and let that in. You get to decide how you're going to read the circumstances. The circumstances you may not have control over, but how you react to the circumstances, that is going to make a difference. Oh, did we get rain? No, but rumor has it we're supposed to maybe have some drizzles today. I don't know. We'll see. I'm not playing today, so it can rain. It's okay. I give it permission to rain. No, but I heard LA is getting drenched. Stay dry. Stay healthy. For those of you struggling, and to my friend Lynn, I love you. I'm wishing you health, a speedy recovery. Do what the doctor says. Have a great Monday. You can, you know. I'm going to.